this. There's a story in the Bible, and I don't know if it's in the Quran, and it's
probably.
You hear the story all the time because Christians say it all the time in America. They love this fucking story, and it's Sodom and Gomorrah.
Oh yeah.
And what do people always bring up Sodom and Gomorrah about? They were like, "Oh, we know that God's against homosexuality because Sodom and Gomorrah." So much that they actually named
Sodom.
Called it Sodom.
But
no, I'm not done. Do you know the story?
I'm familiar.
Here's the story. So, God is looking at Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah is like a rich suburb in Mesopotamia.
Wasn't it like carpeted mountains?
I don't know what that. Anyway, the people there were really selfish. They weren't nice. They were very inhospitable. They didn't give alms to the poor and all that shit.
Right.
So he's like, these people are assholes. I'm going to destroy it. I'm just going to destroy it.
Basically, like rich people.
Stuff. Yeah.
Today.
So he's like, I'm gonna fucking rip this motherfucker out of the ground. Like, I'm just gonna rain fire on these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, ooh, Lot lives in Sodom and Gomorrah, and he's Abraham's favorite nephew, and Abraham is my boy. So I gotta tell Abraham first. He goes to Abraham. And Abraham is like, fuck, what now? They're not going to make me kill my son again. Like, what do you want?
Again? He didn't make me kill the first time.
He almost did it. Louis C.K. did the best bit where he's like, God's just like a shitty girlfriend. Kill your son! Kill your son!
What are you
doing? He's like, you told me to do it. No, don't do it.
You crazy.
Crazy. No, so God goes to Abraham. He says, Abraham, I'm really pissed off at Sodom and Gomorrah right now. I'm about to burn that shit to the ground. But I know your nephew Lot is there, so I thought I'd tell you first. So Abraham's like, fuck. I really like Lot. My favorite nephew.
I really like Lot.
That's my boy.
I like Lot a lot.
We used to hang out all the time, and then our shepherds started beefing, and we had to separate. But I'd like him to come back, but please. He's like, what am I going to do about this? He's like, so he says, God, well, what if there's 50 good people in Sodom and Gomorrah? Could you really destroy all those people? What about those people if there were 50 good people? And God says, okay, if there's 50 good people in Sodom and Gomorrah, I'll spare it. And so Abraham's thinking to himself, there's not 50 good people. I gotta bargain this down. So he's like, well, what about 40? And God is like, yeah, 40? 40, sure. For the sake of 40 good people, I won't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. And Abraham's like, fuck, I'm negotiating with God. He's like, what about 30? And he's like, yeah, second good 30 people, I won't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah.
Now, hold on. Was he just sitting there thinking, or did he go and try to find these people? I can't get 50 though.
No. He was just talking, and so he's like, God's like, sure, 30 people. He's like, what about 20? He's like, sure, 20 people. For second, 20 people, I won't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. He's like, 10. He's like, sure, for the sake of 10 good people, I won't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. Abraham's like, God's like, don't push it. I'll let you go far enough. So Abraham's like, I'm going back to my house. He's like, I hope there's fucking 10 people.
He waited until I got to 10 to say don't push it.
It's like, so Abraham's like going back to his house. He's like, I hope there's 10 good people inside of him. It's like, he bet on the Lions. He's just like, who knows what'll happen.
The 09 Lions.
They gotta win one.
No, motherfucker, they don't.
So, anyway, these two basically hobos end up showing up at Abraham's house that night. And they're like, oh, yeah, we're tired and hungry and blah, blah, blah. And Abraham's like, oh, well, you should come in here and hang out. Love strangers. I got a whole harem of women. You can fuck them. Nobody cares about that kind of thing. Allowed to have slaves and concubines. There's nothing more. There's no commandment about that. Talking to you about fucking Sodom and Gomorrah. And I'm not even done yet. So they're like, no. that's fine. We're actually going to Sodom and Gomorrah. We're going to try to find a place to stay there. And Abraham's like, oh, dude, you don't want to go there. They're like, no, that's where we're going. He's like, fuck, I tried. So they go to Sodom and Gomorrah, and Lot is like the gatekeeper there, so he's at the door. Which you think Abraham could have fucking walked down there. And he's like, you might want to get the fuck out of there. I guess God told him not to. But, and you bet on the line, so you're trying to see how it goes. You can't interfere. But, so the hobos go down there, and they're at the gates, and they're like, oh, we're trying to find some place to stay. We were just going to walk around and see if anybody would let us, like, sleep there or something. And then Lot's like, well, that's not a good idea. These people are not nice. You just come to my house, wait till my shift over, you can come with me, you got to be quiet. People are not fucking nice around here. It's like it's a bad neighborhood or something. It's supposed to be rich people. But so after it's over, he takes the messengers the hobos back to his house, and he's like feeds them and takes care of them. He says, "Oh, whatever is mine is yours." Because hospitality is really important in the Bible, but you can rape. Treat your guests well. But if they bring some women
again, I don't think that's what they were implicitly saying.
It's omission. Implicit by omission. Look, I'm not done yet.
Go finish.
So listen.
Listening.
So, the people of Sodom and Gomorrah hear some rustling, and they realize there's some strangers in their land. And they're like,
damn it, didn't Lot tell them to be quiet?
Yeah. So they're like, then they finally figure out that there's some strangers. Somebody saw them. And they find it at Lot's house. So they all fucking organize, and they go to Lot's house and knock on Lot's door. And Lot opens the door. He's like, hey, what's going on, guys? And they were like, we know you got people in your house. Lot. We know you're not supposed to let strangers in here. We don't like that shit. We don't play that shit around here. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. They were tired and hungry, so I gave them a place. He's like, no. Bring them motherfuckers out here right now. We're fucking them into the dirt. So, now when Christians are talking about this shit, they say Sodom and Gomorrah, they're always talking about whether it's gay marriage or there should be Sodom laws. And what we're talking about here is consensual sex. Men who want to have sex with other men. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah is about a mob of people that wanted to rape hobos. How that's an argument against gay marriage is fucking beyond me.
Because they wouldn't have wanted to rape them if they weren't all gay. Duh.
Because they were gay.
Yeah.
They just have
you
to be
have
a whole
to be
fucking
gay.
town.
You have to be gay to want to put your harem in somebody else.
So you think all those people that rape people in prisons are gay?
Hell yeah.
And all those Catholic priests?
All of them. Every last one.
You really believe that?
A hole is not the same as another hole. Your harem knows the difference. Is it what does Boris say? Is it harem?
Harem?
No, it's my harem.
No. Rape is about power, having power over other people. It's not about sex. A rapist is not getting off because he's having sex. If that was it, he would flirt and fucking find a normal person in a bar. A rapist is trying to get off on humiliating and taking advantage of another person. That's what rape is. Okay. It's not about the sex. They can get off just, well, they're choking somebody and just doing this. This is not a story about homosexuality. People were confused because they're trying to apply homosexuality as it is now to what it was 2,000 years ago. It's not the same thing. Homosexuality is like an identity now. 2,000 years ago, that was just something that people did.
Here and there. Yeah.
Weren't supposed to do it, but it was kind of just like, well, he's rich and powerful, so we're not going to fucking bother him about it. But if you happen to be, poor or somebody just decided they had it out for you, then you would be held accountable for that.
Right.
Which is the way it is. It's an invented morality. So we're talking about two different things. This idea of homosexuality modernly right now is like 60 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So then, continue with the story.
Right.
Lot is like, well, I can't let you guys do that. And they're like, well, if you don't do that, let us do it. Well, fuck you. And this is what Lot does. And this is a man of God in this book that was written by God. He says, oh, well, I can't let you do any of that, but I have 2 virgin daughters, and you can fuck them all you want. On the steps right here. And nobody ever talks about that. Nobody ever says, oh, you know, Sodom and Gomorrah, the lesson we learned from Sodom and Gomorrah, you shouldn't let people rape your virginal daughters. We got to have laws against that kind of thing. No. It's a story about gay sex, even though it's a story about rape.
That is damning evidence. Assuming that it's true.
Yeah.
Okay. So, thank you very much for joining us for the inaugural episode of The Come Up. I'm Ace Ellison.
This is Vinny Jacks.
And peace out.